Welcome to another episode of Dinner Starts Here. We are grain buggy riding, or I guess I'm grain buggy riding. Darryl, you're grain buggy driving. Thanks for having me today.
You're welcome.
So Darryl, right now the big job is your dad's driving the combine. He'll probably be honking the horn here pretty soon, and he can unload into the grain buggy. But maybe we'll start with, what's your farm look like? What do you farm?
So I farm about 3,000 acres conventionally, and then about another 300 acres organically.
Of grains?
Grains, yes.
Grains? So what kind of grains are we talking then?
We're talking corn, soybeans, wheat, and sometimes some dry edible beans.
Oh, okay. Just kind of depending on the year and all sorts of different things. Yeah.
Yep.
So the organic side, that's actually why I wanted to chat, because we haven't had an organic grain farmer yet, and this is actually an organic field of corn.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe you can, let's start back in the spring maybe. Give me an idea, or even before that, if the job starts before that. What do you do to look after a field of organic corn to get it to grow?
So the process starts generally in the fall after the previous crop is off. I'll quite often work the field, plant a cover crop.
A cover crop. Now,
a cover crop. So we're talking generally something that's got, I like to use some winter peas, some vetch, some oats in there. Now the oats will die over the winter, but yeah, that's kind of where my cover crop will be.
Okay, yeah.
And then in the spring, I'll work that down. I'll disc it under. I'll cultivate a couple times, get the field smoothed out, get it ready for planting, and then when the conditions are good and it's nice and warm out, generally near the end of May, I'll plant my crop.
You plant your corn.
Yep.
And then is that it for you, or what else do you have?
No,
there's lots more, is there? Oh dear, here I thought maybe you went on a holiday.
No. So the crop will get planted, and generally within 6 or 7 days, just as the corn is coming out of the ground, I will very aggressively chain harrow that.
So now a chain harrow, in my mind, I mean, obviously as it describes, there's kind of chains all to it, and it kind of works that up. That sounds like it's not great for the corn.
It's not. It does destroy some of the corn, but 90% of it will come back, and you can barely tell.
Yeah. So then why do that?
Well, that gives the corn a head start on the weeds, because the chain harrow will kill any new small emerging weeds, but does not kill the corn.
So weeds are not good for corn then?
No.
Is that really what you're trying? Because you're talking a lot of working ground. Like, that's really one of the things you fight with?
That's the biggest fight.
Is it? Yeah.
Yes,
yep.
That's our biggest hurdle.
Why are weeds such a problem then?
Because we don't have any chemical control.
Yeah.
That's it. The weeds are
But why too are weeds a problem for corn? Like, they can't grow together?
Yes, with competition, the corn isn't as strong as weeds. Weeds will overtake them.
Oh, will they really?
Yes.
So it could, I mean, not completely destroy, but it cocould really snuff out a field of corn pretty fast.
Huge.
Oh, really?
Yep.
So you want to eliminate that.
Yep.
So
eliminate.
Okay, so then chain harrows, when it's, what you said, pretty little?
Fairly small.
Yeah.
Yep, inch tall, 2 inch tall.
And then
when the corn is about 5 or 6 leaf, I will actually burn it with a propane burner.
Really?
Yes. So that burns right over the corn row.
You've got tough corn here.
Yeah. It looks tough too sometimes. Yeah.
So is that weeds again you're trying to deal with?
Yeah. That's just strictly for weeds.
Yep.
And it works. It works well.
Yep.
Works really well.
Yep. And then after that, kind of the corn has a good enough start, or
no? Then I still come back and
Wow.
I will roll cultivate 1 or 2 times.
Yep.
Yes.
Just to pick out those weeds in between the rows.
In between the rows.
Yep.
Yes. To get that cleaned up.
Yep. Oh wow.
So you've made quite a few passes at this point.
Yeah. So then, I mean, you've got a field of organic corn. What do you do with the corn after then?
Well,
like where's it going now?
This is actually going to Beechwood Elevators.
Okay.
In Park Hill.
Yeah.
They do predominantly just organic.
Oh, really?
They maybe do a little few other things, but predominantly an organic buyer.
Okay. Yeah.
Of grains in Ontario.
Yep. And then any ideas what it's being used for?
This will go into feed.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So like an organic beef animal or organic dairy animal.
I think a fair bit of it actually lands up at Master Feeds in Komoka.
Oh, yeah.
To get
yeah.
made into organic feed there.
Oh,
so for
okay.
chickens or pigs or dairy or...
As part of the requirement to make organic meat, obviously.
Yes,
so,
correct.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
Yep.
Well, that's, I mean, you obviously put a lot of work into babying the crop
Yes,
along the way,
very
even if
much
it's
so.
mad at you by the time it's
yeah.
really happy when
Yeah.
all of a sudden you leave it alone probably for a little while.
By the 1st of July, it don't like me.
I can imagine just shakes when they see you
Yeah.
coming down the road. So then why, you said like, I mean, the conventional side, the kind of non-organic side is actually you're farming more acres.
Yes.
Which you actually started as a conventional farmer. Why switch to organic, or why put some acres into organic?
A few reasons. One of them being there's the opportunity for higher returns. It's also challenging. It challenges your ability to manage. It challenges your ability to learn. And another great thing about the organic business is everybody is willing to learn from each other.
Oh, really?
Yes. Yeah. If
What, sharing ideas back and forth type thing?
Sharing
Yeah.
ideas, even sharing equipment. We import so much organic grains that it doesn't matter if we all do a better job.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
There's lots of demand for
Lots of demand.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Yep. So that is a refreshing thing to be able to work with other people in the same
Same
business,
situation and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, neat. Well, I think I hear your dad. Is that him coming up behind?
That's
Oh, well, I don't want to put you out of work. So, you just keep going and we'll just keep chatting. Oh, there. We'll have him come along in behind. And so the process here, because we actually haven't ridden in a grain buggy either, is he keeps combining and dumps it straight into the grain buggy. Why doesn't he, and then you dump it into the trailer, why doesn't he dump it into the trailer? Why do this extra step?
Well, in order to have increased efficiency, this prevents the combine from having to stop.
Oh, I guess it doesn't ever unload there or do any of that.
Yeah, it never stops.
You do the driving. He just keeps combining.
Yeah.
He's happy that way, probably.
Very happy.
Just that much faster. So then, as he's doing that, I mean, is your plan then to go all organic someday, or how do you see your farm looking in the next while?
Yeah, I would like to get to that 500 acres organic at some point. So never try to get the whole farm converted to organic. No. I think 500 acres is a manageable amount of acres.
Yep. So then, here's another thing that I think, certainly I probably have that idea too, and lots of others do. You're either an organic farmer or you're a non-organic farmer. Like, people don't necessarily think of a farmer as being able to do both. I guess why do both? Why not just pick one?
I think the conventional business is very competitive, and this offers a different avenue. It offers higher returns if you do well. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's something that I find it's worthwhile for me.
Worthwhile for you,
Yeah.
and it just seems to work for the business.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, very cool. Well, thanks for having us out today. I hope the rest of the harvest, just in time, Dad's gonna pull away and we'll fill up again probably?
One more time.
One more time. Very cool. Well, thanks for having us out today, Darryl.
No problem. Thank you very, very much.